anyone or big up anyone. We're just talking our story from when we started this thing from the beginning. So my name is Paul Ibiza.
And my name is MC Mad P Patrick from Top Buzz.
And my name is MC Chalky White.
So we're gonna start from the beginning. You know what? I'm gonna start from when our parents came over. So my parents come from Jamaica.
My parents come from Jamaica.
And my parents come from Grenada.
Oh, so that's good. I never knew that. Yeah. Well, guys, it's
I
not.
never knew that.
That's good. At the end of the day, this is all about freeness. There ain't no way of doing things. So please feel free to talk how you want to talk. Exactly. It's not about this or about that. It's about how we started the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, so Patrick, I'm gonna start with you because we're brothers, right? And the old man was Billy the Clown, and he had a sound from Jamaica, and he came over in the 60s, is that right?
In the 60s, yeah.
Yeah, and I watched you personally play that sound. So
Yeah.
I watched you actually play the sound system. So you can talk on that half.
So my dad, when I was 12, my dad, he had a sound system, so which I was involved in. And as a kid, I used to help build boxes and go record shopping with him and all that stuff, And I see all the bad man them or whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
eat a food down at Phoebe's. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I got into music. Then he started playing out. He started getting gigs and all that, and I had to play in the Swan pub. I don't know if anybody knows the Swan pub.
Swan pub up in Tottenham.
Yeah, the one up High Cross there.
Oh, High Cross, the Black Man pub, they call it.
Yeah, Black Man. So I was in there playing music on a regular.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like Thursday night.
That.
Yeah, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday.
So I never knew this. I was too young, so I didn't know.
I was 12. I was 12. Paul.
Okay,
Yeah,
you was 12. So I must have been out. You were 12. I must have been about 1.
I was 12.
Yeah, young man, wicked.
Yeah. He had me up and down.
What
Listen,
you
I knew
say?
that sound inside out.
Right, okay.
I literally slept in my bedroom. You get what I'm
Did you?
saying? Yeah. Yeah,
See.
that's so. And then he was doing other gigs as well, house blues as we call them.
Yeah, that's right. That's
with
right.
other
Blues
sound
band.
systems
That's
and all
right,
that.
that's
And
right.
that's how I got into the music, and I started loving it.
Yeah,
When I was 12, he used to let me come out till string up, and then about 12, 1 o'clock, get one of the boys to drop me home.
Right,
Then,
right.
Well, when I got about 13, 14, he goes, "Cha, stay in,
Stay in.
man, stay yourself."
I started playing sound.
I started playing sound.
Right.
So that's how I started to play sound.
Right.
I got to make Fat Man,
Okay.
Sadies, all
Yeah.
them sort of people.
Talk the thing, man.
Yeah,
talk
I
the
met
thing,
all
man.
of them, man. I met all of them, man. And Count Shelley, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Loads of Frisbee, like Scrap Pie and all that local sound. Then, it involved where I decided to break away from my dad.
Okay.
I think he kind of lost heart in it or something. I don't know what, but I decided that I wanted to do my own thing.
Do your own thing.
Yeah.
Is that when the soul thing come into play?
Nah, the soul thing ain't come yet. This is because I got my own little reggae sound.
I knew that.
Rebel High Five, man.
I never knew, Pete.
The local, the bad man sound. Seriously,
I
we
never
used to
knew.
fight each other.
I never knew.
We used to fight each other to play middle. Not so much me.
Right.
Yeah, but my friends, the crew of us,
Okay.
we used to fight each other.
Name? Do you never remember the names of the guys?
Kevin, Owen McKenzie, Lennox,
Right.
Peanut, Hassan,
What?
all of us was in the sound. Clive Levy was all in the sound. And so I done Rebel, this is a school sound, because we for speaker box, we need the school decks. I'm not telling you no now.
Hard.
Hard!
From a young.
Young. We had a wood factory next to us.
Right.
So we should get wood from there. So we started off Steve in the school desk,
Right.
building speaker
And what
boxes.
year will you say roughly, Pete, with this? In the 70s?
Yeah, I'm in 70s now because
Yeah.
I'm at senior school.
Right, so people, let
Yeah,
viewers know that
it's
we're talking about the 70s here. Yeah. Let the viewers
Listen,
know.
everybody, I've been playing sound 52 years.
Bloody hell, that's a long time, Pete.
Wow.
It's a long
52
time.
years,
It's a
and
long
you
time.
know, people want to come and try.
You are the granddad.
That's why I can't be taking no distress or disrespect for anybody out
Yeah,
there.
right, I don't blame you.
Yeah, because I've been in this game 52
2
years.
years, that's a long
Some
time.
people don't even reach 52 yet. You get what I'm
That's a
saying?
long time,
Long
Pete.
time I've
Long
been here.
time, long
You get what I'm
time,
saying?
long
So,
time.
we had the Rebel, and that broke up, and then we, like as you get older, we progressed and we started following another sound.
Okay.
But you see, this sound was my manic day sound system when I used to follow Count Reggie.
Bloody hell, Count Reggie.
Yeah.
People don't know about the Count Reggie. These are old antique sound systems back in the day. Did the man will sort of pave the way for all of us, innit?
That was manic days.
Right,
I've done so much wrong following that sound. We done a whole heap of naughtiness in that sound. It was a mad days, you get what I'm saying?
Okay, right.
You know what I mean? We'd walk out the dance, I go, song come. When you see me come back, I got a new suit, you know.
New suit.
The whole crew's got a new Max. You know what I mean? That's how rude it was, you get what I'm saying?
Right,
And it was a mad days, yeah?
Right.
So, after the Shelley days, boom, a few things happened to me in life where I went back. You get what I'm saying? And I came back and I went and met Mikey. Well, I knew Mikey.
Well, what year was this? You say met Mikey now?
I met Mikey. Funky Express.
Right.
I met him about 82.
Right. 82. You don't when you met Mikey?
Yeah. We had 82 because I was with him for about 4 or 5 years easily.
We're talking about Mikey be one of the former known as in the Top Buzz before they split up the two blacks on the bubble.
Two blacks on the bubble.
Yeah, so one was Mikey and one was obviously you and Jason. R.I.P. to Jason K. You know what I mean? Yeah. So continue, please.
Boom. So like I met Mikey, got to one of his dances because we was all following his sound.
Now I'm old enough now.
Yeah, you're old enough.
I'm following.
You're following.
I'm following. Yeah, I'm following
the
the sound myself. So I'm old enough now.
These were the days of like Paul Trouble Anderson.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to that, P. I'm gonna get.
We're gonna go too long because I know it's more your bread.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to that. No
But
problem.
These were the funky
days.
This is where I learned to dance and boogie. You get what I'm saying? The Funky Express. So I've gone to one of his dances and I'm going, give me this mic.
Yeah, from that. That's happy. I remember that.
I start chatting rubbish.
Yeah, I remember that, P. I remember.
I was chatting absolute bollocks.
What I do still.
But saying that, you're known for that,
that was
P.
me.
Yeah, that was you, P.
That's why. I gave myself. They invited me to come and join them because I've done well. The crowd liked me and everything.
Right, okay.
And I was giving jokes, and so they give me a nickname, Mad B.
That was Funky Express time.
Yeah, Funky Express. I get Mad B because I was kebab before that.
Kebab.
I never knew that. I'm gonna
Kebab. You know.
Kebab.
Ah, you got you love the Greek man thing.
No. Remember me chop up the boy?
Kebab. That's right. Called
yeah,
kebab.
that's why we
Them love them.
That's a raw thing, man. You know, yeah. Anyway, but I'm not hiding that because they really know my story already.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just telling your story.
Yeah, I'm telling it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So boom, yeah. They used to call me Kebab. So I get Mad P now, and
See.
it was going well with Funky Express.
It was.
It was
I
going
was
well.
I used to go.
He was happy. Mikey was happy because
Yeah,
it was
Mikey.
his sign.
Yeah, I used to follow it as a youth man.
We all did.
Yeah, put on my gums and.
It became the
biggest sound in. I remember North London.
Biggest sound in North. Not North London. In London.
London,
But we're playing North, South, East, and West.
All about the place.
All about the place.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
remember.
The sound was massive.
Yeah, I
It
remember.
was so massive.
Yeah.
But it was, in the end, it got naughty. A bit naughty. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, man come to dance and everything, they're going, man, be all this.
Yeah.
And I was saying,
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Man bringing the shooters in there. Man bringing drugs in there. Man
no, it's about the drugs, it's the shooters.
It's the shooters, yeah. I know.
It's the shooters.
You're talking about like early 80s.
Yeah, man, bringing the teams.
Yeah. We had the Ranking Dread episode and certain bad man come at the dance.
Yeah, man, I remember. Man who don't know, but we used to in the ghettos in Dalston, we had a thing called the Front Lines. You had one in Tottenham, you had one in Dalston, obviously you got one in Brixton. And this is where all the bad man from Jamaica would come over, hang out in the front line, or take over the front line and just do their thing. So that's what he's talking about. Yes.
Remember the
Sands in the
road
road.
for the yardies at the bottom and the English at the top.
And we bring the shotguns, because them men don't know about shotguns. So, okay, you don't bring the pistols, we bring the shotguns and lick off head.
So that got naughty.
Yeah, very naughty.
It got very naughty. But I was at one of them dances and I see a friend. He was a friend at the time. He ain't a friend, no, but he's a friend at the time. And he was doing some faces and
Screwing up his face.
I'm like, what's the matter with you?
Yeah.
He goes, you don't know, Pete. I'm gonna take you somewhere, and you're gonna change your life. That's the greatest words I've heard in my whole life.
Took it to a rave.
He took me to heavens. The next week, he took me to heavens.
And that was...
Me, I think it was me, Michael, my brother,
Yeah.
and somebody else.
Right.
We were because then they had the hip hop club next door.
Right. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah,
That's right.
on the other side.
That's right.
We pay going there, sir.
Hit the Spectrum, yeah, it was Spectrum.
Spectrum, yeah, we pay going there.
In Spectrum.
Yeah.
And slip through the front and go downstairs.
And go to they got the side door upstairs,
Yeah.
the split door,
Yeah.
where the security standing.
That's right.
Give him a tenner and he let you into the acid rave.
Then the acid rave, that's right.
All right.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's our first time got in there.
Right.
So that's how we got in. Boom.
You hold that thought. Your turn. Your turn.
My story is similar, you know. Right, not my dad though.
Yo, you talk
Right,
about...
I grew up in West London, Lambert Grove and that.
I didn't
you
know
what
that. You're a West London man then.
Yeah.
West London man.
I never knew you. You're a traitor. I thought you were the North London
And my
man.
brother Stephen,
Okay.
rest his soul.
Okay.
He was an electronic wizard, and he used to build preamps and that for sound systems and that, right?
Okay.
And he used to run with the reggae sounds and all that. And
Okay.
he used to run with all them guys. Remember, he used to do stuff with like Yellow Man, or he used to come over.
Oh, come over
My
there.
brother was a dread. My brother was a
I
dread.
didn't know that.
And he was amazing. Like
Okay.
he was building preamps before man was building preamps. All them noises on, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. All the
He's
sirens.
built from scratch, right?
Yeah.
That's how I kind of followed him. So he had this soul, and then he went and started a soul sound called, what was it called again? Oh my God! He had a soul sound with another guy called George, and we used to follow him all over, like same with you,
Yeah.
all over London doing this.
We
doing
talk
their thing.
about the 70s here or
Talk
the
about
80s?
80s,
80s,
early
yeah.
80s,
Yeah.
Early 80s, okay.
and same with you. We used to have to,
Yeah.
used to have to build the speakers.
Yeah.
The four speakers in the box.
Yeah.
And we used to have to carry them down the stairs and that. And I remember my mum kicking him out of the house because of his dreadlocks. She was like, "I'm not having you living here with dreadlocks." Because my mum was kind of like
Yeah.
anti-dread. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, not saying it was a bad, because it wasn't. But my mum, she was like, no. Anyway, so he had his soul sound called Stateside Roadshow. That's what it was called. And they were playing all over the place. And I used to follow them and help them carry the speakers and all that. And that's how I got into music.
Right,
That's how I got into music. But I wasn't an MC then. I would just help him do what he's doing.
Yeah, okay.
But I saw the attraction.
Right.
And what people was like, they were playing, and all these people were like, wow, look, blah, blah, blah. And it kind of made me want to be in that kind of thing.
Okay.
And then I started going out. I used to go ice skating at Romford Ice Rink. This was like 85, 86.
Right.
And I used to have a DJ playing, and my cousin used to play there as well, Mark. And I used to get hold of the mic, and I used to kind of like, same thing, just chat, bollocks. Laugh and
That's how you like to get right.
That's how I got it. That's how I got into being on the mic.
Okay.
Anyway, same thing. A pal said to me, come down to Heaven. But it wasn't Spectrum, it was before Spectrum. It's called BPM, it was called.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right?
Yeah, I remember
Before
that.
Spectrum come.
Yeah.
I went to BPM a couple of times at Heaven.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden it merged into Spectrum.
Right.
And I just kept on going. But the
So when the Rage
came later.
came later,
But the funny
okay.
thing was with Spectrum was, when I first went to Spectrum, all the staff used to have a badge, right?
Yeah.
The cleaners have a badge, the bar staff have a badge, whatever, from the promoter. So I've come there one day, the first Monday I've gone there, and I see this guy, and I give him 20 quid, and he give me his pass. So I've got this pass, and I'm walking in there, and I'm walking in there for weeks with the same pass on, right? And then one night, this geezer comes up to me and says to me, "You don't work here." I went, "Yes, I do. I'm one of the bar staff." Well, no, you don't. I went, "Yes, I do." But no, you don't, because I run this place. It was Paul Churchill, the gay guy who's the manager of the place and that.
Okay.
And he went to me, "You know what? For your cheek," he said, "I'm not going to kick you out. You can come here every week on a Monday night." But that's before I even met Ian St. Paul, all them guys who ran Spectrum.
Yeah.
He was the boss of Heaven.
Okay.
So he let me come every Monday night. I didn't have to queue up. I'd go in there every Monday night, have fun. I wasn't on the mic then. This was like 88, late 88, going into 89. And I think my first actual rave gig was early 89. I used to go to Sunrise, and I'd plug my mic in, and they'd fuck me off, and they'd go, they'd come and grab me up, pull me off the stage, and go to me, "What are you doing? We know what We don't want somebody on chat. Well, they
Chatting
weren't
on the
even
mic.
chatting on the mic. It was
Right.
just somebody on the mic.
Yeah,
We just want the
Making
music.
noise.
But I had this idea that
You could
all the
merge.
music was the same.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
yes,
if you
yes.
didn't let people know what DJ was playing, they didn't know who was on.
Yeah, right,
So
right,
that's why I started doing it.
Oh,
Just to let
right.
people know
what was
what
going on.
DJ was on.
Right,
Yeah.
more of a hosting.
Yeah,
than-
so
hosting
it wasn't.
thing.
No, but I wasn't even chatting. It was
Yeah,
just
it
like
didn't-
going on,
yeah.
saying what DJ it was,
Yeah.
and then coming off.
Right.
And they weren't having it. Sunrise was not having it. Back to the Future, they was not having it.
Dave
And then-
Robertson.
Robertson.
Domino,
Yeah,
Back to the Future.
And then Anton, I think it was Anton.
Weekend
was
World.
actually-
Weekend
Weekend
World.
World. We're
Weekend
doing
World.
Weekend World. We wanted to come and do what you was trying to do at Sunrise. No problem. And then Jarvis from Biology.
What year we're talking now? All these years?
Late 89.
Yeah.
Summertime. Summer of Love.
Summer of Love.
Okay, that'd be 88.
88
Yeah,
and then into
going
89.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then I
Summer
started
of
just
Love,
getting,
88.
I just started getting work from like Biology, Weekend World, and all them events.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
how it went from, let's say, from 88, late 88 to the present day. And I've
Okay.
had my ups and downs. I don't need to go into that now.
Right.
Everyone knows, like you say, we know our stories.
Yes, that's
And
right. That's
you know,
right.
I'm just grateful that I'm still here, chatting shit and getting away with it.
You're not chatting shit.
You know what I mean?
Nah, you're not
You know
chatting.
what I
You're
mean? I'm
not
chatting,
chatting
I'm just
shit.
chatting.
You're
I'm just
chat-
chatting.
I know. You're
But I
new.
say it in a jovial way.
Yeah, I know,
That
I know.
I'm having fun
Okay.
doing what I like doing, just like you like
Yeah,
do what you
I
do
love what I
and what
do.
you do.
That's right.
And it's amazing to be able to look at the scene, because I'll tell you what I didn't realise when I first started doing this. I actually thought the scene weren't going to last.
Did you?
I thought it was going to be a fad. I thought from like 88 to 90, and then it just once they start putting it in the clubs, I thought that would be the end of it. It'd all go underground. People won't want to do it. Blah blah. I never saw, and I'll be honest, I didn't have the foresight to see it's going to grow. Do you know what I mean?
It evolved, didn't
And
it?
it evolved
Yeah.
so
It
big.
evolved.
Look.
And the thing with people like me and yourself,
Yeah.
we're still doing what we do
Doing.
from day one to the present, and we've evolved with it.
We've evolved
Do you know what I
with
mean?
it.
You know, we're
Yeah,
doing
I had
all
to.
different types of raves, all different types of music,
We had
That's
to.
right.
different kinds of crowds.
Right.
So it's like when we first started, it was just one sort of crowd.
Yeah.
All the acid heads.
Yeah, yeah.
Bleep, bleep, bleep,
Yeah,
bleep,
yeah.
arms in the air, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Now it's like you got garage, you got your house, you got your techno, you got your drum and bass, you got, you know, it's like,
Afro
it's
beats,
massive.
it's all
Afro
come-
beats,
it's
and
all
it's
come-
all come from one place.
Place.
And it's come from the slack music.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold you right there, right? So we don't go too far ahead, right? Now, what it is now I'm gonna talk about my time growing up now within the scene. Reflect on Patrick and my dad, that could reflect on, but I'm talking about the soul era, coming out the reggae thing now, because I grew up watching my dad and watching Patrick doing their thing. But I'm gonna talk about the soul era, because there was a soul time before, you know, soul party.
Yeah,
and
there was.
And Paul Anderson, like he said. Well, I named Paul Anderson. R.I.P. to Paul. I named him because we used to do a house party with a guy called Tony Bigfoot. Remember Tony
Yeah,
Palmer?
Bigfoot.
Remember Bigfoot?
Yeah.
I remember
Tony
that.
Palmer?
I remember
Boxer,
that.
the
Yeah, I remember
boxer,
that.
boxer, Tony Palmer,
yeah.
right? And back in the days, we used to. I've seen my dad how he was making money in the blues dance.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I wanted to emulate the old man.
got the taste.
Yeah, I wanted to follow the old man. I see how he was cutting the bacon at the door, charging one at the door. I mean, one time. I remember one time we was in a house. Well, living in the house. You know, my dad and my mum and one day I see my mum moving the furniture and my dad moving the furniture. They're all moving the thing. What's going on here? Didn't clock what was going on. Didn't know they're going to be blues later on in the night. And my mum's in the kitchen sorting out the patting and rice, not rice and peas, it was white rice and curry goat. There was no rice and peas then, right? So I said to myself, what's going on? But then as a kid, I started to realise, a blues dancer, go on. Because all the family started turning up. My dad's at the door, collecting the money. My mum's on the back. Go upstairs, boy, go upstairs. So I end up being the coat attendant. Young boy at your age as well, at 12. Going into their pockets, right? Going to the family, going into their pockets. Why they're not paying me? So I've all these coats, right? Threw him on the bed, right? Went in everybody's pocket, took out the little loose change, and then in the end he goes, where Paul there? Where Paul there? Give me the coats. That time me fall asleep. Coats all mixed up and the bed. I don't know, there's no rule up here, there's no ticket here, man. You can come where you want. So that's how I knew that was good old times when I was a kid. So when I saw my dad done that, I wanted to do that. So where I live now, still to this day where I live now, is a youth centre. And I was 14 at the time, 14, 15. There's a youth. I said, Dad, there's a youth centre across the road. Where you want to put on a dance? Yeah, I want to put on a dance. I'm not going to put on a dance. that time I knew Sticks, I knew Sticks by then. So I tell to Sticks, come, let's do this dance, Soul Shuttle. He said, come, come Sticks. Sticks, all right, yeah, we'll bring the song, So Sticks spoke the sound, the Soul Shuttle. I come over now, right? My mum, I said, Mum, you run the kitchen. My dad said, all right, let me get the drinks from my man down the road. Yeah, Nomaskin Road, opposite Frigid Park. In the Indian Road. That one on the corner. Yeah, right on the corner.
Sailor Return.
Yeah, Sailor Return. The Jewish man, right on the corner there. He went down, he got the drinks, he got me he actually, this is my son, you might do a dance. You're following your dad then, you're following your dad. Yeah. So he gave me all the drinks, and we went up the road, and we done the dance. We done I've done my first dance, my dad was at the door, I'm the big man, we're collecting the money, and that was our first dance I've done at age of 14. Me and my old man and the family, it was a family thing.
Funny, we've all done it then, isn't it? We've all done it in that
early days. So that's how I got into it. Yeah, and then after that, I didn't want to go into reggae. I stumbled on the Electric Ballroom. Yeah, I stumbled on Nicky Power. Nick Power, who used to run the Electric. I want to get to this. I want to get to this soul thing. There was Froggy down at Froggy at Southgate. Remember Southgate royalties? So I used to go every Wednesday. We used to go there and dance. I wasn't no DJ. I used to follow Paul Anderson. Paul Anderson was the man. He was the man. All the girls, he was doing all the dancing. This was before he was a DJ.
He was a dancer.
He was a dancer, and we used to roller skate together, me and Paul. Electric Ballroom again, roller skate. That's how I learned to roller skate from there. Paul and us, we used to all hang out together. Remember, people don't know, Paul's from a home, originally from a home. I didn't realise the later on down there. He's from a home, but he used to hang out in Wood Green with all the man them. So all of us used to hang out together in Wood Green and do blah blah blah. But even Tony, Dancing Tony, he would have never won. He used to dance with Paul Anderson. R.I.P. to Tony as well, he passed away.
True.
So these men, they were that dancing men. Then we used to hang out with them just to get the girls, nothing else, just to get the girls. And then after that, then George, that's why I got to learn my trade. Then I knew about George. George used to run Electric Ballroom. He said meet George, and then he's the former of Kiss FM. He actually found Kiss FM, and I learned how to do the radio, learn how to do
rigs.
rigs.
You just said there. See, a lot of people don't realise that. They think that it's the other guy that.
It wasn't Gordon Mac. Gordon Mac was part of the DJ setup, but he wasn't part of the management.
I'm glad you said that.
No, I was there. No one can't tell me I was there. I was there. I saw Gordon Mac in the office. I saw George Power in the office, and I see how George was running these things. So George had about 2 houses next together. Next door to his house, he had the guy who used to build the rigs. He put him in there. You can live there. Rent free. So only because the guy built the rigs. So next door, all you had in his house was rigs and wires, and I was stepping over wires. So I was like again learning my trade. So I see this soul thing going crackers. Remember, George is what brought crackers into the West End. There was no, like you said earlier, there was no black music being played
in
the West End at that particular time. So we're talking about this.
He broke the mold.
80s,
isn't it? Early 80s, isn't it?
Remember the crackers?
Yeah.
And I was too young to go crackers, but I know it's your generation. You used to go there school time at 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
In the middle of the day, he's down there, West End, in crackers.
Right.
Oh, come on, man.
So man don't understand that we started off the soul thing in North London, you know what I mean, with George and that. And when George sold Kiss FM to Gordon Mac now, he done London Greek radio. On that's what we're and then Paul Anderson became a DJ now. I don't know you got to turn DJ. And this is where I think Paul Anderson, as far as I'm concerned, was the first super DJ. Because when he played at Sunrise, when he played at Sunrise and come on with £600 and go, I just got £600 playing 1 hour of music. I went, £600 for DJing. All of us looked at him and goes, what? He's like, how you getting paid? Yeah, Paul, £600 for DJ for 1 hour. What's it for? So that's the first time he saw Sunrise. Alright, so that's how I knew about this rave thing. But Cotton Club, Stoke Newington. I was in Cotton Club one night, because that time I was champagne drinking.
And all that stuff.
Selling weed and doing what we was doing. And we was in there, a white guy called Duffy walks in. White guy comes in, but he was not weren't the norm. I'm talking about 1987 in Martin Luther King's, right? So he came in there and he weren't the same. The white dude, he was like hands in the air, and he was doing all the moves, and he was dancing. And this is soul music playing. Rom Tom was on the decks, DJ Rom Tom. So far as I'm concerned, it's a soul thing.
Why is he doing this?
Why is he doing all this? B, you know, I'm an ecstasy. Ecstasy. Yeah, £25 a pop, £25 a pop. My ear went ding. I said, move away from the air. I pushed him away at first, because it's like, and I kept the window with, what's it you say? Ecstasy. I said, ecstasy? Oh, I know what is ecstasy, you know. So that was like, wow. He had go to the trip.
Yeah.
The trip, what's the trip? Then I found out a story down at the trip. That's when I went there for the very first time. I listened to what he said that weekend.
And you went and done
the
it.
following weekend, I went down there, mate. When I went to the trip and I saw what I saw,
You knew.
I see hands in the air. The DJs are like gods.
Yeah.
I said, wow, this. I was like, tell you the truth, I was fascinated by the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was just on the back like this. Just me running there, look round. Nobody's
But I bet
there.
any money dollar signs are going for your eyes, isn't it? When you're
come
looking at it.
on.
It was the peacefulness of the rave.
Yeah,
It
the
was
way-
a different style of life.
Life,
raving.
it was.
You know, everybody loved everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was so nice.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
the enemies just shake hands.
You could be, yeah, exactly. You could be in there, and I could tell you a funny story about enemies.
Go on.
Right, the guy who done me, stabbed me.
Oh, what?
Right?
He got stabbed.
I got
Yeah,
stabbed.
you
Yeah,
got
I got
stabbed.
stabbed when I was 16. I come out of
Oh,
an
long
under
time. I
16
haven't been on the
disco.
scene.
Come out of an 80s disco in Fulham, and these racist guys come, and one of them come walking past me, and he banged into me. I thought he banged into me anyway. Next thing I could just feel this hot liquid just
Well, rolling down
coming
your
down,
side.
because everyone says about when you feel it, you don't feel a knife go in.
Yeah, you don't.
don't.
You don't feel
You
nothing.
you only realise after you see
the blood
the
pouring
blood coming,
down.
then it registers.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll be honest, if I'd caught this geezer
Then.
back then, I might not be here now.
Right.
But I bumped into the same
I
geezer
bet you.
at a rave, right?
Off his
And
stick.
he came up to me and said, mate, I need to talk to you. And he was like really somber and really scared now.
Okay.
He goes, mate, I really need to talk to you. And I was like, what? And he took me round the back and he went, I really want to apologise. I went, what are you talking about? And he went, I was so young then. He gave me the spill first. I was so young then, and my parents were kind of like telling me, don't like black people, don't like Asian people, blah, blah. And it happened, and I was like, happened what? And he said, I'm the guy who stabbed you. And I was like, what? He went, I really didn't mean it, blah, blah, blah. And he kind of like was off his house off me that as well.
Yeah.
So it didn't register at first, but then we got to know each other, and I realised the geezer, he's married to a black girl, got mixed race children, right?
Funny that, isn't it?
And he's living his life. But do you know what? After that happening, because I lost my brother just 2 years previous to being stabbed, right? And I realised, you know what? I've done the right thing because I'm still here.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
If it'd been back when it had happened,
You know,
Yeah.
dealt with it
it'd
differently.
been completely different.
Yeah.
But I'd grown up and I'd realised, you know what? He had the guts to come and approach me and say, look, I didn't understand life. I was young. I was with my friends. I mean, this happened, and I could see that he meant it from the heart.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah,
as far as I was concerned, I was still here.
Mm.
Done is done. He's got to live with that for the rest of his life.
That's right.
It was done. So that's what I'm talking about. How the scene.
I've changed. I mean, you're
Made
glad
us.
I'm
Changed
glad you
us
said that. I'm glad
Ooh.
because we grew up in a time with racialism,
Yeah.
national
Yeah.
fronts.
Yeah,
So
national front
let's
and
be
all
let's be real here.
Yeah.
We grew up in a time where the land wasn't the
Wasn't
same.
pure, mate.
Yeah, it weren't pure at all.
couldn't go anywhere,
You couldn't go
mate.
anywhere. We were stuck in Little North London. Or you probably stuck in Little West London.
Yeah,
we
mate.
couldn't move, so we stayed in our community
Yeah.
and tight. When the
Because
raves,
you knew if you went out of that community,
you're in trouble.
you're in trouble.
So when the raid came along, it broke
changed
down all
everything.
boroughs. I had more white friends than blacks.
Yeah, exactly.
I
That's what I'm saying.
couldn't understand.
Completely
It
switched, innit?
switched
Yeah.
completely switched. So
Don't forget, you see, Tottenham was divided then.
come on,
yeah.
Pat.
You go
Broadwater Farm.
across Lordship Road,
Yes.
And it was.
and you're in the white man
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
You
And
come,
that's-
and then that's vice versa. You
Vice
come on that, you're in black man
area.
area.
But
So
white
you-
man wouldn't go to Broadwater,
Farm.
and black people
They wouldn't
go.
go, but they would still come and try and mingle
Yeah, to go.
over.
Yeah.
Of
Because
course.
when we used to go over, they used to try and trouble us.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
You
What,
get what I'm
Broadwater
saying?
Farm?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going to want to get to.
When they go to somewhere else.
Oh, we're like
Yeah,
we're
Tower Gardens and
or we're
all
going
that.
Hatton Gardens, or
Yeah.
we're going Edmonton, even
Yeah.
Edmonton.
Yeah, you could be going Edinburgh, but you got to walk over that side. They still want to attack you.
They still want to
You get
attack
what
you.
So
I'm
we've
saying?
all gone through it.
We've all gone through it, man.
And it's funny because today, the scene, like, the worst thing about racism now, it's not dead, but it's not in your face no more.
A subtle racism.
It's
now.
subtle racism.
Yeah, it is.
Subtle,
It's
subtle.
It's not
But
so.
that's their shit. I let him get on with it.
I let him get on with it.
I let him get with it.
Because I got no time for it.
And the more you talk, the more they talk about it and push it up in the public domain, the more people think about it. Just forget it.
Ain't nobody.
Done, mate. As long as they don't
As long
come
as
and
you don't
trouble
do
me,
me something.
yeah, I don't care, mate.
I don't care what gender you are, as long as you leave me alone.
Yeah, same here. Vice versa. I'm on the same.
I'm
I don't care. I'm not
in it. I'm not in it.
Not in it.
But like, just leave me alone.
Say what you like, mate. It's only words, man.
Yeah.
Go sleep.
And we don't care. We've done a lot. We broke down the social barriers. On
We
this
did.
scene. Yeah.
This music.
This music broke it down.
Broke it down.
Because look, I mean, remember, football hooliganism. Man, don't understand. We're football men.
Yeah.
You're a football man.
Yeah,
You're a football. You're a
loads.
football. You got big up Phil Higgins and the man and Joe from Laverick. All the original soldiers.
Original soldiers,
Them man, they're the original gangsters on the thing. Because that's a hooligan. Centre Falls, the whole lot of them. That's how we all grew together.
Starlight in Birmingham.
Exactly.
Amnesia.
And we're all close people now.
Yeah.
But in 1980s, in the 70s and early 80s, before the scene,
Couldn't mix.
You couldn't mix.
No, there was no mixing
If
going
I
on.
went to West Ham, I'd be coming out minus an ear, or maybe 2 ears.
God,
or if I
God.
went to, you know what I mean? If you go to certain ground, if you went to Arsenal, you come in. It's so much. You could even now you can banter with each other.
Yep. That's the way
Years
it's
ago,
supposed
you
to
couldn't
be.
banter with each other. You couldn't say something about Millwall and walk away.
And funny enough, right? I was watching the documentary the other day. I'm gonna mention this documentary. I listened to and what they were saying I'm not taking it a bit forward, but I am starting taking it forward. They talk about '94 when the troubles in the dance. They were trying to say all the blacks came, made trouble, blah blah. They didn't want to say that, but you don't understand. Back in the '80s, it was the same thing, but it was the football hooligans who were doing all the trouble, rubbing up the place, rubbing up the bar, chopping up man, blah blah. So don't try and bring the culture from back then into it because it was running back then.
It was running way before.
Way before. So don't think that the blacks came into and made trouble. That's how I read it.
No.
So the ghetto, they didn't want to say. They said the ghetto came and started making trouble in the dances and rushing the doors and things like that.
That was happening way before.
It was happening way
They
before.
were rushing the doors.
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on.
That's what they were saying. There's a documentary running right now, and they mention certain things. They say there's trouble in the dance and the this and
that's
that.
the press.
As far as I'm concerned, there was trouble in the dance long before. When we were down King's Cross. 89. That was 1989. Man was pulling out speakers on the bar and we were that gangster lot. And I said, leave our things alone because we're Tottenhamites. So man to show the man who was in the dance, you don't really want to muck about with these people who run this dance. They're from the Tottenham, they're from Boardwalker Farm. And so you better leave them junglist men alone. And they're badder than you. So that's my dance didn't get troubled. No more speakers get pulled out. None of this. We said to that at the time, they're trapped because they're going to get out.
Yeah, of course.
You're trapped in this
standard though, isn't it?
That was back in the day. So they weren't. So don't believe '94 was the trouble. There was trouble way before.
Yeah.
So I want to put that record straight out there.
Right now, let's talk about the present.
Okay.
Let's talk about the present, shall we?
Well, we can talk about the present. Let's talk about how you got the name Chalky White. I love to know that.
I'll tell you how I got the name Chalky White.
Yeah, please.
I was in boarding school in Hastings. I was 8 years old, and I was the only black kid in the school.
Okay.
And they painted me with chalk. And that's where the name Chalky came from.
Oh, right.
And I got the name White a little bit later. I think it was about 1982. I got the White. A friend of mine went, you look a bit like Chalky White. And then he started talking about Jim Davison.
And
that's where it came from. And I'll be honest with you, at first I was a little bit skeptical, but then you know what, I thought, it's only a name, it's not going to kill me.
Right.
And it's actually profited me having that name. And big respect to my twin, DJ Chalk E. White as well. Because he's been around just as long as me on the scene. So it's never ever been a competition. We're both the name Chalky White. We've both got the name and we're both on the scene together.
And so you hold me a book in Chalky White.
And that's where... And that's where the name come from. So, and it was one of the teachers that called me Chalky because I came out of the shower or bath, I can't remember what it was, and I still had chalk behind my ears. And the teacher went, you look a little bit chalky. And I was like, And he went, look at your ears. And he's put his hand there and he's gone like that and it was chalk. And that's where the name Chalky came from. And it stuck. So from 8, so that's 40 9 years ago.
I want to talk about people who've been in the scene who are not here today. Let's talk about them because they're not here to talk about it. So I want to talk about people back in the days who helped to develop the scene because we've been around a long time.
Mate, you know what? Sorry about swearing, but the people that have kind of
there's loads of
nurtured
people.
the scene from
loads.
day one. Like you got Tony Coltonator from
right.
Sunrise. You got Dave Roberts from Back to the Future. You got Joe from Labyrinth. You've got Phil Hickin from Desire. You've got Anton and Tintin. And them guys
I've seen them for a long time.
Jeremy Taylor from
Wheel them off.
World.
Yeah, wheel them off.
You got all the AWOL crew.
Yeah.
You got what's it called? What's his name? AWOL.
Joe. I mean,
telepathy.
You got telepathy. Yeah.
You've got loads of people, man. I mean, the list could go on.
But like seeing them grow by itself, there's people
put the work in.
Yeah, and they've forgotten soldiers that put a lot of work in.
If it weren't for these guys knocking down doors, and gates and all that, to get in these places, setting up and getting. Listen, right? Remember,
Big up Genesis.
Them guys, they were so big, but they had the most bad luck because every time they put events on, the old Bill would want to come and shut them down. And they managed to get away with quite a few, but the majority of the ones that they put on, the old Bill had turned up to try and fuck them up.
Basically.
But they fought hard. They fought hard.
I remember them days.
I worked for them. Before I even started MCing for them, I worked for them behind the bar. Their first event they had in East London. I was working behind the bar with his sister, Shrine. How do you say her name?
I can't remember the sister.
His sister, Wayne's sister.
Wayne's sister.
We was doing the bar. Before I even though I was already MCing or other events, I was doing their bathroom. Do you know what I mean? And then he went to me, why don't you just do the microphone, do the MCing? Cause I wasn't no good at bar work anyway. I was fucking drinking more than I was selling. Then I started working for Genesis. Do you know what I mean? And them guys, even like today, I'm like still good friends with Wayne Anthony and what's the other geezer?
There's another guy with a ponytail.
Andrew Taylor and is it Jerry?
Yeah, I think it's
Jerry. Is it Jerry?
Well, I know Wayne.
Andrew and Wayne.
That's
Andrew and Wayne
that's it.
for me were because they, especially Andrew's been in my life since day one.
Right.
And when I came out of prison, I moved in with him and his wife Amber in Leon C.
Okay.
I had a massive house, and the top floor was my living quarters.
Right.
He kind of helped me to he tried to help me because no one really helped me, only me.
Right.
But I lived with him for about a year. What a top guy! Do you know what I mean? He took me in when I had nothing, never asked me for nothing, just tried to encourage me to do well.
Right.
So massive props to him. There's a lot of other people that have done so much for me over the years. Do you know what I mean? Even when my life was complete load of shit from like '94. Up to 2008 when I went missing and I was on drugs and I was fucking up in and out of prison and living a shit life. You know what I mean? I've been so fortunate that people have still kind of like believed in me. Do you know what I mean? Which is kind of like it's beautiful.
You're
but
not a bad person.
I know. But I know people like me who've been through shit and they've disappeared and then not be seen again.
Yeah.
Whereas people like I've fucked up with promoters before, back in the day when I was bang on the crack and that. Do you know what I mean? But even them promoters that I done madness with, these are still booking me today.
Yeah.
But at the time, they would have fucking strangled me. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest with you, if they'd got hold of me, they would have fucking strangled me. But they never, because I was away with fairies. And when I came back, water under the bridge, it's like me with this geezer who done me. They were like, you know what, we get it. We understand because they've seen it and they've seen what the scene was like and how many people had gone through the same kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Because I won't sit here and say I'm the only person. There's loads of us. There's loads of us from back in the day that went through that fucking phase of. Some of us went to the extreme, like myself, but everyone's been through it. Everyone. I don't want to name no names because it's not about that.
Yes, right.
But I know a lot of my fellow friends who are big name DJs.
Everybody's gone through it.
Everybody's
gone through it.
And they're still here.
Yeah, everybody's gone through it.
We've lost a lot. I want to, while we're here talking about people.
Right.
Some of the stars, some of the people that I loved, you know what I mean? Like Stevie I.P.D.
Right, R.I.P.
When I used to do a story at Fantasy FM and he used to come and he'd say to me, Chalk, let me go on the mic. Before he started MCing. I let him go on the mic, do you know what I mean? Because he was talented. And I was away when he passed, do you know what I mean?
Okay.
And it was a shock when I come out and everyone's like, Stevie Hyper's dead, I was like, no way. And you can name some people as well.
Yeah,
but
Jason K.
Jason K, do you know what I mean? Paul Trouble Anderson. The list can go on. Mensa, Murray
DJ
from Dreamscape.
Fats, Murray.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know a lot of
You know
people.
what I mean?
Knows, man.
People that have left us that were like part of the scene. Look, even recently you got what's his name? MC Skibbity.
Yeah, he's
Skibbity.
passed. Yeah,
Passed, you know what I mean? Like
Stu Allen.
Stu Allen, you know what I
up to
mean?
date.
You know,
Yeah.
these people just and we
Internet, Marcus Internet.
Exactly.
Like, ooh,
you
him
know,
too.
but we're still. The thing is, I can say this quite honestly. I'm so fucking grateful and blessed to still be walking the earth.
Yep, me too.
Me too.
Me too.
I
I know that I fucking really pushed the boat out and really thought I could go doing what I wanted to do with no consequences. Today, I don't live like that no more. I try to do as best I can for everyone who's in my life. I don't want to go down that road again of drug taking. I don't want to go down that road of drinking because it doesn't end well.
No,
You know what I mean? You know.
No. We'll do this.
So
more
I'd
podcasting.
rather do this.
Yeah.
And remember it.
Yeah, remember
And
the-
you know what's beautiful? I'm with people that I love.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've always had my back from day one. You know what I mean? From day one.
I know you for a long
That's what I'm
time.
saying.
I know you for a long time.
We've all been connected from day one.
I know you for a long
and look
time.
now, finally, after 30 odd years,
We're still
we're
here.
finally putting on something together.
Yeah. After all years, we've been doing a lot.
Yeah, I know.
We've done a lot.
But we're finally, the three amigos
Yeah.
are coming together for this.
Yeah. The
So
original.
let's tell them about this.
Yeah. Right, Pat, you talk about your journey now, Pat. Yeah, from when we started out. Remember, when we was driving along Stoke Newington, you went to me, Paul, go to that petrol station.
Petrol
Remember that?
station.
The
BP,
BP
yeah,
petrol station. That day, I remember that day very clearly when you
Paul
went
had these ideas of putting on a rave and like, I linked up with him basically.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
call it that. We linked up with
That's
brothers,
right.
with
The
brother
brothers.
music.
Yeah.
So we linked up,
We
we
linked
started
up.
doing this
this.
fantastic IV
Yeah.
So boom. Yeah. We started off at the petrol station.
Petrol station.
Up
Yeah.
at Stoke
It was
Newington
like Stoke
Yeah, the
Petrol station.
Little
reggae
warehouse,
place.
little
Yeah.
warehouse,
Off the
right?
side, innit?
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
side. And what happened was, Genesis was playing at Ferry Lane.
Very late.
And we had the warehouse. I said, boy, they're going to get raided. We know they're going to get raided.
That's exactly what happened.
We know they're going to get because like
And
you
everybody
said,
came straight down.
So what we did, we drew down there, waited till they get
Wait,
raided.
yeah.
Tell
I
everyone.
went on the dictaphone, I had a dictaphone at the time. I went, yo, do you want to go to a raid free part of the road? Where? Follow me. I just brought the whole convoy from Ferry Lane. It's not that far from Stonington. All that, and we just ram at this little warehouse. I'll never forget it, Pete.
wicked.
It was ramming, it was wicked. And guess what? They never saw MCing before.
No.
Now, so when Patchy and I was on the mic, I'm doing the thing, they were standing like this. Like, they weren't raving.
No, because they didn't have it. They
No,
didn't
they
believe
were.
in it.
They didn't
believe
rave.
in it,
We
mate.
bringing bass in the face, doing it. We made all these little one strap liners, and all of a sudden, they were just staring. They weren't raving. They weren't raving. No one was raving. I noticed. I said, how come no one's raving? They were just staring at us. They were just staring. We're just like what you're saying, and everybody's buzzing at them. I said, look at this, Pete. It's working. Everybody's buzzing, and that's how Ibiza grew.
was born. Yeah.
it was born. But I mean, I done one before that on Church Street. I don't remember if you remember that one.
Church
Pete.
Street one.
Yeah, Church, and blew up. We done one on Church Street, for Stoke Newington. So we went there. The guy said, that time it was called Freedom. It wasn't even called Ibiza then.
I remember Freedom.
Yeah, it was
I
Freedom.
remember
Remember
that.
Freedom? Remember Freedom? Remember You had Freedom. They got
Yeah,
and
I
we
do
had
remember
Freedom,
that. I remember
right?
that.
The Freedom. Yeah, they were going to Amsterdam and doing everything in Freedom. That's why it's
Yeah,
called Freedom.
yeah.
And we were copying them,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
calling
yeah.
it Freedom.
Yeah.
So we're Freedom, they're Freedom. So we had the first one in Stoke Newington.
Yeah.
I remember it, and the blew up, and everyone cared. It was chaos in there. It was on dritties, and it was chaos. I thought, I ain't doing this again, right? I said, nah, this ain't. We've got to change that, and I changed the name to it. And funny enough, what happened? I had a friend again. I started to pick up all these white friends. I mean, the friend. I never had white friends, but I had a white friend who lived in Hampstead, right? Rich area. So I drove up to see him. And he was, but we was talking. I was talking for a little bit, and he goes to me, "Why you just change your name, Paul? I got this little." And he said, "Change your name to Ibiza, man." I said, "What? I've never been to Ibiza. How can I change the name to Ibiza? I've never been." He goes, "No. You're the London Ibiza." I said, "We can't just call it Ibiza. We've got to put something to it." Yeah, fantastic Ibiza then.
And that's where it come from.
And our uncle Rob.
Robert.
Yeah, who does the flyers. We had the printing
yeah.
firm. He designed the palm tree tea.
Yeah.
And
To give it the culture, give it the culture.
Not this one. There was another one. The
That
original
one.
palm tree
the
tea.
palm tree.
See, and he done all that.
Yeah.
My uncle was a printer. He done that, and that's how I got my
Mad,
thing, my print.
innit?
Printer
Mad,
done.
innit?
He was a
Right.
printer at the
And
time.
now, 30 odd years later,
I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
still
We're
shocking
gonna be doing it.
out.
We're
I'm
gonna
still
be doing
doing a
it.
thing. I'm still working, luckily. And I thank
I wanna
God
say
for
this.
everything.
the greatest chef on the scene. The rave scene is the rave scene. But for me, the greatest chef on the scene is this man here, mate. Man is talented beyond
Yeah, he's been
belief.
cooking for a long time.
I know,
He's
man.
been cooking for a long
I
time. Look
know.
the other
Good
day,
for the
he-
Queen,
I
Gordon
know-
Brown,
yeah, I know,
man.
Theresa May, Donald
That's
Trump.
what I'm saying.
I'm
Exactly,
taking all them
mate.
people, man. My
You are the
CV looks
greatest.
good. You
The
know what I
greatest,
mean?
man.
And now I started and posting my cakes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know,
I see that. I see that.
People put videos
Yeah,
up.
Rum,
Try the rum cake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rum. So if you've never tried Patrick's rum cake, please do. It's
Yeah,
very
get in
nice.
contact
Yeah.
with Pat.
Get in contact with Pat if you want your rum cake for next Christmas, yeah? Right? So this
What
is
do you
the
mean
man.
Christmas? You
can
get
get
it
it
anytime.
Well, the next Christmas rum cake for Christmas, but you can get it anytime. And listen, these cupcakes are wicked. You can get them anytime. These cupcakes are wicked as a cup of tea. Love that.
Yeah, man. I just thank everybody for supporting me, really. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
But it's deserved, man.
Deserved
You put
that.
the work in.
With Jason gone now, it's been
Yeah.
hard, man. You know
I
what I mean? A
can
lot of
imagine,
people have
I
like
imagine.
turned their back on me and all that. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I mean? I can
Guess
see
what?
it and I
Guess
feel
what?
it. But Luke, the true friends and them, they stuck by me.
Yeah,
And
don't
I
worry about
respect
it,
Hey, do you know
You
what?
know what I mean?
The people that love you, the people that are going to still be with you.
Yeah,
It's like what
yeah,
people say to me.
yeah.
They never turn their back on you, they turn their back on themselves.
Yeah, real
right.
friends, real
Yeah,
friends,
Mate,
real
they're not real
friends.
friends. Real friends will
No,
love you and be with you.
I found some nice.
Exactly.
In this last couple of years, I found some really nice friends.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know what I
real
mean? Big
friends.
up Nick, big up Jamie, and big up Gary. That's all
Same
I've
with
got to
me.
say, mate.
In the last few years,
Soldiers and Phil.
I met some. Like I say, but same with you. The people that I thought were my friends, they're no longer my friends.
Yeah,
The people that I've never even thought would be friends have become great friends.
Great friends,
Like Danny
yeah.
Lyons. Well, I've loved Danny Lyons. Daz, being in my corner from the day I met him, took me in when I was at
Daz
my
is,
lowest. Yeah, little fella.
Little fella,
Baby
he's great.
Daz.
He's great,
He
mate.
took me in.
He's
I
great,
live
he's great.
I live with him. He's sober. He's been sober over 5 years. And although I drove him mad because I was still in addiction, living with him and that, he supported me and encouraged me. Never gave up on me. And today I'm paying it back because I'm sober now. Nearly a year sober. Do you know what I mean?
He's a good
Danny
friend.
Lyons been in my corner from day
Good
dot
friend.
since I met him. We've only been part spars. I think about 5 years. We've known each other. He's known me, blah blah. But we connected, and since we connected, that man again's been in my corner. Slip mat. Always gives me, always gives me,
Big up Slip Mat.
always gives
Big up,
me
big up,
his time. Always encourages me to do better.
I've never had an argument with him, you know.
No, not me. Not me.
Big up.
Because you know why? Because that guy is on a fucking level.
I remember.
He
I remember.
never, ever,
Remember.
and it's not just going on camera.
Yeah.
That man will never, ever walk around like he's shit don't stink. He will treat everybody the same. And he is, but for me, and I don't care, there's loads of DJs out there, but for me, he's the best DJ out there. And I'm not just saying it because we're on
friends, yeah.
No, you're right. There's some
Right.
DJs are still friends. That's what I love about Jason K. I have to bring him up. Jason K, I love him for that.
on a level.
He's on a level because
Yeah.
because when we start this whole thing together, heis price the I have to bring it up, the elephant in the room, right?
Yeah.
He's never changed his price towards
No,
me. He
no.
goes, we've grown together,
Yeah.
we've done
Yeah.
it together. Cool, I can't.
Yeah.
But I got DJs that I know I grow with them,
And
and
they-
their
and they
prices
try-
are going,
gone up
and they
to-
try,
yeah.
or they go
And
to
they
an
forget,
and they
where
forget,
they come from.
or they go to an agency and
Yeah.
hide behind an agency and make the agency do all the dirty
talking,
work.
yeah.
That's what I'm not interested.
When we've all grown
We're all to
together.
grow
It
together.
should be a money thing. It should be a friend thing. Yeah, you can still earn your money. Nothing
Yeah,
wrong
you're
with
still
earning
gonna
money.
get paid.
But remember,
Yeah.
we've all
We
grafted,
were the grafted together.
mate.
I remember the £50 DJs. I remember £20 DJs, and I remember no DJs. Right? So you can pay them
No
nothing.
fee.
Exactly.
No fee.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
now we're getting this thing where I want £1,000. I'm this and I'm that, and I want this. You know what? Move on, go.
Move on, because
Move
you know
on,
what?
jog on,
You
brother.
know
Three
what?
bottles of
And it's
champagne.
not-
Yeah, no,
and this is
right.
not-
I want this. I want that.
And this is not a bad thing because everyone's got to earn a living. But what I'm saying is that it's music.
It is. No, but remember, this is a DIY. We started this thing. There was no culture driven, and there was no offices. There was none of this. There was none of that. There was no internet. It was just DIY. We done it ourselves. Yeah, man, just book a man. You come, can MC? Book a man. You're good. You come play for me. That was it. I didn't know about no rigs. So I met these white guys who know about rigs. I'm a sound system man. All I know is bring my sound system in, set up my sound system, and go my business.
Carry your big spot boxes and that. Someone get crushed.
So when a man said, "Paul, you want to know about rigs?" I didn't know about no rigs.
But then you learned.
I've learned. Yeah. I've learned from a white guy showed me that.
But you as well. I'll give you props with what you do. You're not greedy, even with your ticket prices for this event coming up on the 25th. You know, £10, £12.50. Man, listen, I applaud you because it's hard to do events and people see prices like £50, £60 for tickets, £80 for a ticket.
Like the sanctuary.
Mate, like, you know, come on, man, seriously. You want to have a good time. Remember what it's about. It's about the music and about the people.
Well, that's the reason why I've done the free parties.
Yeah.
I've done the free
parties.
I come for like, it's not about, I've done it all before. I've done so many parties. I've lost count, to be honest. Yeah. So it's not about money anymore. It's about the industry. It's about growing the industry, make the thing grow and flourish and be what it is today. I know all the corporates are coming and change up the whole dimension of the rave game. Right? It's not the same anymore. It's gone corporate, all these newcomers, that. Don't care about them. You wasn't there from the beginning, as we done it as a DIY.
We fought for this.
We fought for it. It's a ghetto thing. It's a ghetto thing. It's our survival, and it's our jungle thing. We invented it because there was no jungle at that time. It was our thing, and we created the whole thing we had today. I mean, there's other DJs involved and MCs involved to make the whole thing happen.
The name could go on forever, but I just want to, before we finish this, because I've got to get out of it because of my kids.
Anyway, this is only part one, so there will be part two.
Tell them about what's going on the 25th, Paul. Tell them.
Well, we decided to do a Fantastic Ibiza because we have been around from 1988. So we decided to put on a party. Just for the people in North London to get back, because right now everything's in South. I'm not hating on South.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not hating on South, but I've just been over South. North. We was here, man. We did do something. So North is the thing, right? So North London decided we were gonna put on a party. So Fantastic Ibiza, we said that, well, we've been in the game a long time, we've been there from the beginning, and I can see a resurgence coming back on the whole thing. So we decided, let's put on Fantastic Ibiza, bring out all the man them, and try and get something off the ground on the North London side, and hopefully they can come down and enjoy us. Yeah. We've been around a long time.
And we will be on the 25th of February in Brixton Jam, in the South Side.
On the South Side.
On the South Side.
On the South Side.
On the South Side. You heard him say it. We're in North London, but we are going
South London
on the 25th, all day.
Yeah.
We got Groove Rider, we got
Jack Frost,
Nicky Black Market,
LSD,
who else? Red Ant,
Remark,
we got a lot of old school DJs, jungle DJs, Shez the Les.
Yeah, come on, guys. There's so many on it. So many.
Like you said, this is only part one.
Part one. So
we will be doing a part two in a few weeks' time when we kind of get our head around this 25th of February.
Yeah.
See how that goes. If that goes well, hopefully it will. I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
We'll see you in a couple of months back at the spot.
Yeah. Don't worry.
All right.
All right.
Peace out.
Boom.
Peace out.
There you go.